Hello everyone. Today I will be demonstrating how to utilize newspaper editorials to enrich your UPSC mains answers. Newspaper editorials are a great source of in depth analysis, data, and examples, all of which are important ingredients for your UPSC mains answers. So now let's take a look at this article that came in today's The Hindu newspaper. Do cash transfers build women's agency? Now, as you must know, in today's governance, this is a very central question that whether these cash transfers or so called freebies actually benefit the intended beneficiaries or just create a long term burden. So, this becomes a very probable question in UPSC mains. Now, what are the things that we have to pick up from this article? The first thing is this example that just weeks before assembly elections, the Bihar government has rolled out the Mukhyamantri Mahila Rojgar Yojana. So, one thing you can highlight in your mains answers on such a question is that these schemes are being used to win elections. And as an example, you can cite this example of Bihar government. Now, this will add weight to your answer.
Now, there is also mention of a lot of schemes which are run by various states. So, this, if you are preparing for your interview, you can just have a look if your home state is here. But for UPSC means you don't have to remember all this. Now, another very interesting thing mentioned in the article was this chart where it was shown that although 89% of the women have their own bank accounts, but only 21.2% of them saved at a bank, and even lesser number of women actually use those bank accounts for other purposes. So a lot of us have been quoting things like Jan Dhan accounts have been 55% of women, or here we also get another data point that 89% of the women own bank accounts. Now, this is where you separate yourself from an average candidate. You don't only mention that the women are now having bank accounts, but you also together mention that still we are facing the challenge where women are not actually using that account except to withdraw the money which has been deposited by the government. So just creating an account is not enough. The same thing has been highlighted here where the columnist says many women use their accounts primarily to withdraw the cash that was transferred. Uses for savings, borrowings, or payments remains low. So, now taking our analysis one step further, the article very beautifully interlinks various dimensions related to cash transfers to women. So, here the author says income in a woman's name increases her say in household decisions, and that in turn improves outcome for children and elderly. So, whenever such a question is coming, or for that matter, any question on women's access or agency is coming, then you have to come up with such points. Show that intersectionality, interlinkages, then only your answer will stand out. So, this is the takeaway from here that you have to remember that once income is in women's name, the economic aspect is handled, the social aspect automatically gets handled, where her say in household decisions improves, and that improvement in say directly leads to improvement in outcome for children and the elderly. So this interlinkage should be there in your answers. Now, on the flip side, why are not women using such funds? Why are women using the bank account only to withdraw money? So, as you must know, most of the banking operations are now used via phones, and women are 19% less likely to own mobile phones as per GSMA. So, again, interlinkages is there. So, this data point supports your earlier data that why women are not using their banks for other purposes. So this leads us to a point which a lot of aspirants don't mention in their answers. Whenever we talk about Jam Trinity, all of us are focused more on Jandhan accounts or Aadhaar accounts. But we have to remember that equally critical is the mobile pillar, because those phones will actually allow women to use their Jandhan accounts. So we have to create subsidized smartphones, affordable data plans. So if for a normal aspirant, if a question comes on women's economic access, we would not think on our own that even subsidized smartphones or affordable data plans can improve women's banking access. But this kind of interlinkages comes only from reading such editorials. Okay, then it goes one step further and says banks, fintechs, and mobile operators must co create financial products that reflect the realities of women's informal, seasonal, or sporadic incomes. So, not just we have to give women the technology so that they can use bank accounts, we also have to create products which will enhance their uses, which are tailored to their use cases. So this whole complete circle, we have to have initiatives of every points. Okay. And the last line of the article, which can be used for a conclusion for any answer related to women. The path to real empowerment lies in coupling access with agency building. Only access cannot can reach real empowerment. You have to couple access with agency building. Now this conclusion can be used for with respect to any initiative related to women. And then the second part of line can be modified as per the question, but here you can write ensuring women can not only receive money but also control, grow, and sustain it for their own advancement. So, from this small article, we saw how we generated 7 8 points, which can be helpful in a lot of answers related to question of governance, cash transfers, or related to women. So, this is how you have to analyze the articles. You have to pick 3 4 articles every day and do this kind of analysis on them and create a repository with such points. I am planning to discuss one article every day, and if you like this initiative, please comment and subscribe.